Alright folks, this is the smoke remelts. This is remelts from live bait and mealtime. It gives it a darky smoke color. Fish seem to like it. Okay, probably couldn't make a better color myself. Now we've used smoke colors for years, haven't we? In baits. Some of y'all older guys remember that. I've been shooting them. I've been shooting some of them in a 4-inch minnow too. Doesn't that make a pretty bait? Almost looks real, doesn't it? So we're going to shoot some of them right now in the LC shad. Okay, let me cook this down, get it all liquefied. We're going to shoot the molds. Alright guys, we got it hot enough. Got it running up to about in the 340s, 345 range most of the time to get all the lumps out. Okay, let's see how much we can get out of this. I ain't sure about that last one. Last one didn't feel good. When you get low in the injector, even though it was a little bit came out of it, when you get low, you don't have the pressure. You don't have enough in there to cause pressure. You know, this kind of goes. That's it. Alright, that's cool. You ready? You know, Porter Cats the other day, I ran a camera above me. I went to hook it up today and get it started. It didn't want to play. Then it comes to the battery was dead. I got a power pack on the one that's y'all looking through right now. Damn. I did buy some new batteries for my GoPro I wear on the boat, but these old 5s here, I'm not gonna buy new batteries for them. I run a power pack on them. I put a power pack on the other one that didn't want to come on, so I didn't have time to play with it. There you go. So those are pretty, aren't they? They're a medium smoke. Yeah, I hold them to light. I can see through them very easily. Okay? But look, guys, y'all going to see this video coming up. The Crappie liked them. No problem catching crappie on these, okay? Our water visibility right now is about 2 foot, maybe a little better. And they ate them up. I fished with these yesterday. Okay? No problem. Alright, this is going to be a Porter Cat, so here's what you got to do. You got to be a subscriber. If you haven't subscribed and got this far, you got to subscribe. Go back and just hit that subscriber button. You can leave a number between 1 and 400. I started at 10 to 400. I had a random number draw on Wednesday night. Okay, I filmed myself doing that. I contacted the winner that night through the comment there. That's the only way I got to do it. And tell you won and to send me your address. Okay, I still have people. They have never sent me their address. They haven't got their package. Some of them might be going like, Dennis, I ain't got my winning package. It's cause I ain't got your address. I have no idea where to send it. So there you go. Make sure if you win, you email me your address. My email's right there under show more, okay? And I'll send it to you too. I give you my email address when I contact you on Wednesday night. Right there in the comment. No big deal. Bluebase 1954 gmail.com. No big deal. 1954, yeah, that wasn't the year I was born, guys. It was close. I had a 1954 Buick for years, and that's why. And it's not blue bass; it's blue bass. I used to play bass in a bluegrass band. Get it? Bluegrass, blue bass. Right. 1954 was the old car I used to have until I sold it a few years ago. All right, guys. Good luck to everybody. The only other rule I have is if it gives us 200 and you got 202, you're not going to win. You can't go over the number. That way, if somebody has 199, somebody has 201, we know who won, didn't it? 199 won. That's right. Keeps the argument down. We don't want no fights on YouTube. Hey, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video after this. Leave me number Wednesday night, and we'll see who won. See ya. Bam. You act like you're mean. I don't think you're that big, are you? Yeah, you're pretty good size. I wouldn't worry about him. I got 2-pound test. I wouldn't worry about him breaking it. You ever see people's faces local? I just talked to a guy a couple minutes ago. He stopped talking to me. You ever see the faces sometimes you tell them you're using 2-pound test? They're like, why? Nice little fish. All right, guys. This is a smoke remelt. Okay, when I melt live bait and meal time, okay? When I melt those leftovers, the stems and stuff together, this is the color I come out with. Now, I've been telling y'all I'm gonna sell them, so I wanted to fish with some of them. I fished with the blue last year. If I remelt limeade and chiffon, it comes out to a lime color. Said, which is orange, and chartreuse, is the only one that comes out to a weird color. And I made some dual colors with that one, and the leftovers from something else. I don't know what it was now. But anyway, I made some dual colors with those. So I'm gonna have probably 4 colors. And I'm probably gonna put it under the LC shad, and they'll just be called remelt blue, remelt smoke, remelt lime, and whatever I think the other one needs to be called. It's leftovers from dipstick, yeah, which makes it like a motor oil. It comes out to a greenish motor oil color, okay? And I'm shooting them in the fluke, LC shad, and the cricket. And I'm mixing some of them up. If I mix them up, I'm putting 20 in a bag. If I don't mix them up, and I give you all LC shad, they're 15. Bam. All right, a little male maybe. I don't know, let's pick you up here. Oh my gosh, you're bigger than you look like in the water. Don't break my line. There's talking about a 2-pound test earlier. When you grab it like that and holding the fish, and the fish is flopping, that's what can break it. Because there's no stretch, no give. Your rod is a barrier to help give. You know, it's going to flex. It's a stretch point when you're fighting a fish, or a give point, or whatever you want to call it. When you grab that line close to that fish, you done lost that. I think that's a female. All right, got a lot of males today. Some of them are starting to get that dark color, right? That wedding suit. So some of them haven't started it yet. All right, let's see if we can catch a few on this color. Wow. Hope this fish is as big as he thinks he is. Bam. There's a nice one. There's a nice one, isn't it? Look at the eggs in that thing. Great time of day. Y'all recording? Yeah. Old remelt. Look, he's barely hooked. Good thing I netted him. That's a fat thing. Good gosh, look how thick he is. Woohoo! He's probably over 12. He's probably 12 and I don't know, 3/8. Alright, boat's going crazy. Wind's blowing just enough, guys, to push me around and make the boat go crazy. It'll let it. That trolling, somebody said that was adjustable. I think Doug did, and said it was adjustable, that you could. I don't know if they call that jogging or what they call that, but it's got adjustment on it, so it won't do that. So it won't go so far away from the spot that you set it for it goes back. Sometimes it'll drift 3 or 4 foot away from where you set it, and then it'll take a notion that it needs to go home, and it goes back real fast to where you originally was. So I'm trying to say, if that makes sense. Well, this fella was fighting hard as he could, and I thought he was going to be a big one. I'm going to put him right there just because it's an easy place to drop him. I can grab him. It's actually easier than the front deck. I used to do that, and I started going to the front deck. Still got a leg I'm babying, guys. Y'all heard me say it in an earlier video. He's probably right at 10 inches on the smoke remelt. I'm gonna tell you what, guys, they eating this smoke one up. I mean, up. Long distance release. Come here. Bam. All right, guys, I have fished just for 3 days in a row. Stopped there. Cuts them off this buoy. They're on the weight, and they're on a stump from it. You can see the string coming up. You see the string coming up? They get right there, then it's a stump right here. It looks like a string coming right there. See that? Looks like it stops right there. I think what it is, I think they lost the buoy one time. I think that's the old one they lost, and that's what they're on. They're on the old weight, and this is the new buoy. There's a big fish fooling around here. I know it's a catfish. Let me get this fish in. I'll try to show him to you if he ain't gone. A big fish came down by those crappie, and they got real tight then. See, these are little males, I think. I just made a video earlier, guys, about the spawn. Everybody's hauling the spawn is on, they're shallow. That's 16 foot. They're all not shallow. Now, I've caught some today in 6 foot of water, but they're all not shallow yet. Spawn's not on. It's some of them are thinking spawn's on. I lost this big fish. This fish was huge, but that's not happening yet. Like I said, I'm catching females. That was females I was catching a little bit ago, and you know, I'm catching them off stumps, little brush piles, scattered around, and still catching fish. Most of the fish, these fish, the top of the school right there is about 10 feet. So the big fish is gone. Big fish came right up through here. That's probably blurry to y'all, but he came right up through right here, and he was huge. He was like that long. He was like an inch long on there. Yeah. All right, guys, these four, there was four over here about 35 feet, 40 feet from me. And I threw at them. I thought they was probably pretty good sized crappie. Two of them looked like a pretty good size, but as you can see, they're not. Still having trouble. I got the new 34 transducer, and I'm having trouble unless the fish is close to me. I can't guess their size at all. Now, like that big fish, I could tell him by them crappie. Those crappie wasn't about 20 foot from the boat, guys. I started at 35 feet. What's happening is current running here now, okay? They make electricity here, and the current has sucked me closer to them. So I ain't but 15 feet from them now, and they're holding tight to that structure because of the current. And when the current goes through this bridge, it's pretty strong. That's why they're to one side of the bridge. See right there they are. That's why they look pretty close, and they were. See those fish right there at 25 feet. See they're on a stump there. There's a couple on the stump right there. That's what they do this time of year. Those are just holding areas, guys. I don't see the other ones. The one I caught was like this. He was off the bottom like that. So that's 25 feet away. But they was out in here. Right there they are. 30 feet right there now. See, there was four of them. I'm sure he went back. That's where he came from. 30, 35 feet away. Which is right over here. What I done was I just lined myself up with this handle. Pitched it out there about what I think is 40 feet. Alright, guys, when I don't see my bait. Bait's very tough to see sometimes, guys, especially with the boat moving like this with the current. Up here, the trouble I was having is when I threw it at the fish, the current was bringing my bait back, and I'd never seen my bait, never seen the fish move. I had to get closer so I could control my bait, so I don't see it now. But when the current's going here, it makes it tough to see your bait and keep it moving, I'll tell you that. Alright, guys, the fish I showed you on that stump, here's one of them. Now, the first time I threw out there, they're 35 feet. I threw my bait. I see my bait sinking about 35 feet. I thought it's going to hit him in the head. When my bait finally got deep as the crappie were, my bait was at 15 foot. So that means it came 15 feet toward me before it ever hit the bottom. That's what I was talking about when I said they're running current here. It pulls everything and makes it a little tough. He's right at 10 inches on the smoke color. Alright, guys, I'm going to end it right there. Appreciate y'all, guys. That's a remelt color. I'm going to head in. I've been out here for about 4 hours. Just catching some fish. I've caught quite a few. Had a good time. Going to go in, get them loaded to the computer, start editing on them. Editing on them. I can say that. Editing on them. And see if I can't make a video out of all this stuff. There's a couple fish right here. See, here's a couple right here in open water. 50 feet out there. I've chased a lot of those today and caught some of those today. This time of year, guys, they are scattered. There's some shallow, some medium depth, like this right here is 14 foot. 14 foot's not deep for a crappie, right? And I caught some in 20s. There's the other ones right there. See, the top of the school's 10 foot. See, there's some at the pole now. It wasn't there earlier, was it? There's a couple there. Here's the other stump I just caught the ones from. It's 30 feet from me. And it's changing all the time because the trolling motor is constantly running and moving. If y'all can see there, it's constantly going. It's going a little left, a little right, a little forward. See y'all, guys.